Welcome to this Texas themed cabin. And no, we are not in Texas, we are still in Brazil. The Brazil series continues. It's a little funny to me because I was actually in Texas just 3 to 4 months ago shooting some Airbnbs, and now I feel like I'm in Texas again, but I'm actually in a different country. Anyways, the exterior design and shape is very unique in my opinion. I've never seen something like it before, and I'm not quite sure what to call it. The very first thought that came to my mind is it sort of looks like a Rubik's Cube. So let me know what you think down in the comments. But the interior then is very well thought out. I love the jacuzzi, also the super cozy wood stove and TV area, and the master bedroom is really breathtaking. You have this massive bed, and there's a lot of cool and kind of hipster and funky looking art all throughout this Airbnb. And this cabin sits on a property with a few other units, so stick around to the next video because we will be touring the other cabin that is right next door. But without further ado, guys, let's now go and start the full tour. Welcome to this uniquely shaped Texas-themed tiny home in Brazil. There is plenty of outdoor space there on the right-hand side, which I'll get to a little later, and this aerial view gives you a different perspective on the exterior design. About half of the exterior is made up of those gigantic windows, and just wait until you see the interior layout. This is the entry side of the home, and you'll first notice this large grill or barbecue area. I definitely learned during my time down in Brazil that Brazilians really love their meat. There's also a large bench and some string lights. You could certainly throw a pretty epic summer barbecue in this space. Next, before we head inside, I'll briefly show off what else is in the area. So if we look over on the far left, that's their other cabin. On the far right is their third cabin. And in the middle, they even have a pond and a swing. I didn't quite have enough time to check them out more closely, but those are some great amenities. And more off in the distance, there are some mountain ranges like this, which look gorgeous, and some windy roads. This is a bit more of a rural area, but it's a great place to disconnect for a few days. And here's a close-up of their other cabin, which we're going to tour in the next video. But that's it for everything outside. Let's now go and see the interior. We'll start off first in the living room. So some of the key highlights are definitely the wood stove and the big smart TV. But I'll now get a fire up and running. This is taken right around sunset, so you can see it's very bright. The sun sets directly facing the cabin, which is great later in the day. But the fire is all good to go. I also loved this couch here. I think it matches the aesthetic of the rest of the cabin perfectly. In addition to all the hardwood floors and the wood paneling, it really gives off that Texas vibe. But we're still not done. There's also a saddle, which adds to more of the Texas theme, a bowl decoration, and even this light fixture, which is made from some bicycle wheels, I believe. In this other corner, you can find a nice jacuzzi, which is built directly into some more wood paneling. This is the perfect spot to take in sunset with your significant other. If you go in the opposite direction, you can then find your kitchen. There is a simple stovetop there on the left and plenty of countertop space. I also loved the artwork, and there is a shelf up top with some key items. Finally, for the last section in this main room, you can find your dining area. There's a large dining table, then some more fun artwork, and some other important appliances like your fridge and freezer there on the left, and your toaster oven and microwave. Next, you have these two doors. We are going to head through the door on the right first, and this leads into bedroom number 1 of 2. It's pretty simple. You have some more artwork, plenty of pillows and some extra blankets because it got to be pretty chilly at night up here in the mountains, to be honest. If we go through that other door on the left, it leads into the bathroom. My favorite piece definitely was the sink there on the left. It looks like an old Jack Daniel's whiskey barrel. Along this wall, you can then find your shower. It has a double shower head. How romantic. And then this is the main art wall in this Airbnb. It's like a combination of a few different paintings, all very artsy and hipster looking. I was definitely a fan. Let's head to the top floor now via this steep staircase next to the main entrance. And this top floor is made up entirely of the master bedroom. I mean, just look at the sheer size of this mattress. The bed is absolutely massive. It's a king mattress, but I think it may be even a little bit bigger than that. You have some simple nightstand tables on either side, and then another piece of artwork directly behind the bed. If you look in the other direction, there's just a little more space and an extra blanket in case you need it. Finally, here is a bird's eye view from the top floor looking down into the jacuzzi area and into the living room. But that's it for this cabin, guys. Be on the lookout for my next video where we tour their other home there on the far left. It has a totally different layout. I especially loved the high vaulted ceilings, and there is an entire wall of these uniquely shaped windows. It's the key feature of their other spots. But thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll see you very soon for another Airbnb tour.